めきで
Hey guys, it's me, the Shadow Dash, and I'm gonna be reacting to Under the Mayo's new Batman Arkham video that he made 2 months ago-ish, and this time he's talking about Arkham Origins, and the reason why he likes it is because there's no car. Man, this guy is the worst Arkham. What's the word? A reviewer, in my opinion, and I think the entire, community of Arkham fans, can also agree as well that he's the worst. But yeah, anyways, let's go.
I didn't expect to play Arkham Origins for a while. After Arkham Asylum, City, and Knight, all in a few months, followed by the entire Church of Arkham Knight having it out for me, I was ready for a little break. Some time away from the Bat.
You know, Mayo, if a lot of people don't like you, maybe you should, learn from this instead of being in denial.
Man, because I loved Arkham City, and I worried that maybe part of my dislike of Arkham Knight was due simply to burnout. All these games play the same, and they're quite long. That's not an insult, but maybe I was just over the Arkham style of gameplay by the time I played Arkham Knight. Maybe the burnout blinded me to the greatness of that game. It's certainly possible. But here I am, playing Arkham Origins already. And, well, I gotta say, I'm fucking shocked! I had no idea it could be this good!
Okay, really now? How are you comparing a game that has no Batmobile to a game that has the fucking Batmobile in it?
Hot damn, this might even be better than Arkham City. The combat, the new enemy types, the tone, the look, the pacing, the story and character interactions, and the total lack of the
Is he fucking serious? Seriously? I get the Origins is a cool game, but it's not that good if I'm being honest. Arkham City is better than Arkham Origins. Well, I'm not sure about Asylum because, that game is good, but it does have too many flaws in my opinion. But still.
Batmobile sections made Origins a pleasure to play. So we can toss the burnout excuse in the trash right next to Arkham Knight, because
Bruh, are you kidding me? Just because you're shit at a game, it doesn't mean that it's the worst game.
thoroughly enjoyed Arkham Origins. It wasn't Burnout, all I needed to do was play a game that doesn't suck balls. I even finished it, can you believe it? All it took was a great game, and not a boring tank simulator. I mean, listen, I personally did some calculations, and did you know that the Batmobile sections in Arkham Knight take up 87%?
You are an idiot. It's 25% first of all. How are you getting 87% now? I mean, first you said like 50% in your night video. Now you're saying like 87%. Well, like how? It's 25% or less, like 29%, like 20% ish. But yeah, it can't be more than like 25%.
Percent of the entire game? That's just too much, man. And it makes me not want to see a car for the rest of my fucking life. And let's get this out of the way right now. Before I get into Origins, something must be clarified. There will be many things I praise in Arkham Origins that I fully admit could be present in Arkham Knight, most notably the high level of gadget integration and the progression of missions. Arkham Origins has even better integration of gadgets and abilities in the early game than Arkham City. 2 bat claws on the grates, and the second one doesn't tell you what to do, so you have to remember, 2 explosive gels, an early armored guard to teach you about the cape stun, an early door that gets you to do multiple fast batarangs. They get you into Batman's toolset early, and they consistently build on it. I complained that Arkham Knight's missions in the opening hours, one after another, were just about figuring out a way to make the car do something for you, when what I really wanted was for the missions to make me use.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Arkham Knight is literally about the Batmobile. Like, seriously, though. Like, seriously, though. Like, true Arkham fans wouldn't really mind the Batmobile that much. But if you're, like, complaining about, like, a car too much, and then there's something wrong with you, I'm sorry. Like, I haven't even played Arkham Knight yet, because I don't even have like, a PlayStation 4, mind you, or something like that. I can only play, like, Arkham City, which I have played on the Xbox 360.
The Batclaw, Batarangs, Slide, etc. It's a good way to keep your abilities on the mind of a new player as their complaining was missing. And yeah, but that's my point. The first act of Arkham Knight is so stuffed full of miserable car stuff that it soured me on the whole experience. Every time you hear me say something good about Arkham Origins that also applies to Arkham Knight, don't bother pointing it out, because my response is gonna be, yeah, but the car stuff in the first.
That's bullshit, first of all. You can't keep using the, oh, it's the car excuse again and again. It's not the car. It's the fact that you're garbage, basically.
Act ruined the game, so I don't care. Now, geometry and had to restart, or suddenly had a button just not work anymore, these moments were rare, and
Well, of course that. Well, of course, like, there's gonna. Well, of course, like, there's gonna be mistakes in Arkham Origins. The game wasn't made by Rocksteady, mind you. It was made by some other company back then. I forget their name, but yeah, it wasn't made by Rocksteady. I'm sorry.
most of the bugs I saw were crazy physics reactions that made me laugh, or the occasional map and builds upon it in interesting ways, and not wanting to trust.
Upgrade thousands of games with one install. You can get super damage in Elden Ring, double
This new vigilante running around breaking the law. But the real star of the show is actually of the game are when Alfred is pouring his heart. You can see how much he cares, and the vigilante to be respected. The voice performance is also excellent, and I highly prefer this version of Batman that strings people up or drops them into a Christmas tree over the dark, brooding monster that crushes people's heads under the giant tires of his personal tank. Moving on to villain.
Okay, mind you, right? The reason why Batman isn't that ruthless in Origins is because, it's called Origins. What do you expect? Like, Batman hasn't got all this crazy shit yet. Batman hasn't got all this crazy shit yet that he has in, like, Asylum, City, and Night. I'm sorry.
Black Mask sets himself up as a strong and mysterious villain early on in the story, before the reveal of his identity, and I was honestly pulled into the mystery. The detective sections had me interested in putting the story together, far more than Arkham City did. Moments like the side quest helicopter crash, reconstructing the scene in Batman's holographic vision, and discovering that Deathstroke took it.
Okay, that I will give to, Arkham Origins, I guess. Yeah, there are some points where I will agree with him, but most of the times I'm not gonna agree with him because it's about a fucking car. I'm sorry.
Down with a single ricochet bullet, this stuff is all great. Though I will admit that I'm not a fan of the concept of holographic reconstruction. Him into the electricity, but he wasn't great. The fight against Deadshot was really hit or miss for me, no pun intended. I couldn't figure out when he was gonna punish me for attacking him and when he wasn't, but eventually I understood his patterns and I don't know, it doesn't actually feel like a fight, more of a series of hit this button now and then get some punches in. Firefly was particularly bad. Actually, I don't mind the design as like a set-piece style boss. I was just incredibly annoyed by the game constantly, every time.
If you had bothered to look at the game options, you would have seen that you can turn the hints off. Maybe do a little research.
Even I know that too. And I've only played Arkham City, and you can do that, mind you. Like in every Arkham game, like in every Arkham game, I'm pretty sure has that feature. I swear, man. Under the Mayo is such an idiot.
Research before complaining about something so easily fixable.
Y'all gonna make me lose my cool up in here. I know you can turn the hints off, but I like the occasional hints. They show me how to do the moves I'm trying to learn. They remind me of important moves when I'm not using them. But that doesn't mean I need to be told over and over and over during this boss fight. Ad hominem. Catch 22. Occam's razor. Certain upgrades behind the complete time. Depends on my mood. But generally, I don't. But I will admit, see what he's up to. I went and rescued that cop hanging over the electrified pond, and when everyone has guns, and you gotta take everyone out before you attack Deathstroke, and when you do...
I mean, like, no you don't. You just have to take out Deathstroke, or Deadshot, I mean. So, yeah. Even my friend, the Shouky Pony, I can say that too, because, like, he's played Origins, and, I haven't played Origins, mind you, because, I don't know, I don't really like the designs of Origins, if I'm being honest, but, yeah.
He calls for reinforcements. More armed guards rush in to swarm your position, and then if you take them out, I died a lot the mission with a great build were already unlocked, and then flew around the rest of the way, because it's also shake.
At Pure Gym, get all the flex you need with no contracts, 24/7 access in most gyms, top quality.
Also shake things up a bit. The karate dudes are cool decision-making based design. Challenge presented by the fights themselves, and luckily, you go through shields, you hit karate guys, you don't have and it was nice to not be running over pedestrians at 100.
Are you kidding me? Again with the fucking Batmobile. It's just a car, like, get over it.
20 miles an hour, crashing into everything, destroying millions of dollars of public property without a care in the world. Oh, and you know what was a great improvement over Arkham City? Those damn notifications I complained about in my first Batman video. They still pop up in the middle of the screen, which is annoying, but if you complete a challenge during combat, Origins makes it so that they don't show up until the fight is over. Wonderful change. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I want to thank the viewers who sent me on this Arkham journey. I got to appreciate what Arkham Asylum meant to longtime Batman fans as a love letter to that fan base. I got to live the Batman experience in Arkham City, taking down famous villains and defending the innocent. I got to see the beginning moments of crime fighting, establishing the character as a force for good in a world not ready to accept him. And I got to witness the utterly bizarre pants shitting of hypersensitive
Man.
masturbating fanboys when I pointed out that their Batman porn game full of shitty tank sections was actually a pretty
It's not shitty. You'll just share the game. I'm sorry.
disappointing entry in the series. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go. My wife is calling.
I really hope Under the Mayo's wife has more common sense than this fucking idiot, first of all. But yeah, that's it really for this video. You can tell I'm mad. And I've also been skipping parts of this video because he's just been like, Under the Mayo has been chatting, like, like, so much bullshit in this video. I'm sorry. Mainly about the car back in, like, nights, but, yeah. Yeah, that's it, really. All I'm gonna say is, if you want to listen to this guy's shitty opinions about the Arkham games, like, do so if you want, but just be prepared that he's gonna be chatting a lot of shit. I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, that's it really. I'll see you guys next time, and bye.